Okay, guys, let's talk about a few alternatives to Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and kind of why I'm not going to go deep into each one of these, okay? Because the reality is Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace are huge. They've been around forever. People know them, people use them. You don't have to, list on 10 different, apps to do this method. And I don't want to complicate it. I don't want you to get overwhelmed with this method because we're only going to use this part-time to get to our first $1,000. But I do want to show you just some ideas of other places you could find or list stuff for free. So the reason I specifically focus on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace is because you can list your items for free. You buy items, there's no cost, there's no selling fees, there's no listing fees. So you don't ever get caught up in that. That's why we're not talking about eBay or anything like that, because then you have selling fees and stuff like that and shipping fees and whatever. And I don't want you to get bogged down with all of that. So we're just going to look at some alternatives that basically are just somewhat different, in their nuance or whatever, than Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. But the more of these that you're familiar with or you want to use give you opportunity to find more items and sell to more people, because not everybody uses every single one of these apps or, each one of these locations. So the more you are able to use, the more that you're willing to use, the more opportunity you do give yourself. So the first one here, as you can see on the page, that a lot of people are familiar with is OfferUp. As you can see, Let Go, which was another huge one, is now part of OfferUp. So those have combined. Again, similar to these platforms of being able to buy and sell stuff locally. I'm not going to get into all the the little nuances of each one, because if you decide to use these, you'll just go through the process, and then the things that we talked about as far as good practices, like good pictures and good writing, will apply the same way for each one of these. I found an article about ones like OfferUp that I think will really help you out. I will post a link to this article somewhere on this page, just so you can look at some alternative forms. Some may be available in your area or used well in your area. They're not. Okay, there's just a list of these different ones, and then there is a description of why each one, as you can see, the first one was Let Go, but has now combined with OfferUp. Why they each have different things that make them maybe a little bit more useful to you. As far as their efficiency about searching for things closely, being able to message right inside the app, being able to use, this one specifically about using the money that you make selling on it to buy other stuff on it, which means, you could kind of do an upgrade that way if you're, wanting to stay in this app. Just different concepts for you. So I will post a link, like I said, to these. You can check them out. You can use all of them. You can use none of them. It's just options for you. But then last but not least, and I know this is an old method, but there are still people doing this. This is an online free classifieds from a local newspaper from where I live. There are still people posting things in these local newspapers. So you might have one in your area, they're free to list, they're free to pick up. Some people, they're just still not doing things the way that the rest of us are. So just more options for you. The more you make available to yourself, the more products you'll find, and the more people that you'll put your stuff in front of when you want them to purchase it. So just a quick little guide to some of the things that you can do. And again, like I said, I will put the link somewhere on this page to that article so you can check out those other apps. And all I did was a Google search for apps like OfferUp, and you can find ones that you like as well.